Right, next one is Data. So Data is a special character because what I loved so much about Data is, yes, he was an android, but he had such a desire to become human, didn't he? And that was sown through all the Next Generation, all of the films. But how possible is it to get an android that could look as close to human as Data and obviously be as clever?
Well, from an engineering point of view, my background is electronics and mechanical engineering. It doesn't feel that far away.
Okay.
And if we look at the data that they presented, they caked him in makeup to make him look deliberately a bit robotic and rubbish. And then they had a slightly fatter, older Data in Picard as well, but still the same caked on white makeup. To get that look of android, we're there. I'm pretty sure you could make a Data looking android. You could get it to move and walk. Some of those robots that are coming out of Japan look frightening. We've got robot police dogs coming up. By the way, that's not a good idea. We should shut that down. So I think it would be mostly the positronic brain. That's the thing that is out of reach just now.
I want to jump exactly on this and say that you already see how many videos a day on Twitter. Oh, look, so-and-so missing an arm, controlling fingers that look like fingers with their brain. And so I agree with you. I don't think we're that far off. And it was at Boston Robotics or Boston Dynamics.
Yeah.
With the robot dogs and the robot people. I mean, the New York City police already have a robot dog. It's too late.
Okay.
It's like we're in Black Mirror now.
All right.
Territory.
All right, fair enough. But Katz, you're the biologist amongst us. How could, if talking about what Matt's was talking about there with like the limbs that you had to move with electrical impulses, how good could we get that to almost match human reflexes and things like that, just using that sort of technology?
Well, I think something like that would have better reflexes than and don't forget, if I'm going to get geeky about it, signals travel as electrical signals in the body. They also travel as electrical signals down a wire in a machine, but
Sure.
In the body it's interrupted by the synapse, where you get chemical diffusion traveling between the two. That actually slows down the signal traveling in an organism slower than an electrical signal. So even with that, I think it'll be far better. But the thing for me about this is, if I just look back to my own childhood, which wasn't that long ago, and the way technology has moved on since then, the speed that the technology is increasing is unbelievable. I'm almost frightened by what it's going to be in 200 years. We seem to be racing towards that moment.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Go on, Spanners.
Dan, so we're talking about the plausibility of just from a pure engineering point of view, could we make Data? But how about the plausibility of, would Data be accepted into a crew? Like, could you imagine a Data in 100 years slotting into a Navy unit and being accepted as a person? I think it would be surprisingly easy for us to do it. I mean, look at the way people treat pets, and personify their pets.
Yeah, it depends on how human looking it was, I would say. But anything that has a human trait or human sort of personality, even if it didn't look human, you'd still be attached to that, wouldn't you, Matt?
Yeah, well, I would like to bring up Alien at this point as being another excellent examination of how a robotic crew member would function in a pragmatic environment. And I like what Kat said. To me, I think you're right, though. The issue isn't the rest of the body or its reflexes. The issue is, could you build a brain to run it that would fit inside there? But we have cloud computing now. So, I mean, maybe we don't even need the same kind of thing that we were imagining when the series was first out.
Small interjection here, Dan, because you mentioned Bishop from Alien.
Yeah.
Bishop from Alien is the reason that I cannot eat chicken pie.
Oh.
Chicken pie with the cream of chicken, because whenever I open it, it looks like the insides of Bishop.
Okay. Right. Chicken pies aside, the physical side of it, okay, I'm with you on that, and possibly the brain, but the actual artificial intelligence, the ability to think, create, hold a conversation, how far away are we from that? So, the real sophisticated artificial intelligence that Data showed.
I think we've already been subject to artificial intelligence and not realized it.
To that level?
No, not to that level. I'm just saying right now,
Okay.
I think you've been in chat rooms and spoken to bots. I think you've definitely interacted with bots on Twitter. You've definitely had an argument with a bot on Twitter, and you've definitely been in a game lobby where you've had a bot that you assumed was a human player.
Okay. All right. So we're saying if we build on that enough, definitely the AI could be good enough. Cool. Okay.
I think so.
All right. Okay. So data, androids, holodecks are good. Warp drives and transporters are not. Right. We'll take a quick break.